What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a review and wear test over the brand new e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I've been saying I'm a normal skin type, but it's been a very hot summer, okay? It's been in the 90s every day, so your girl's been getting a little lustrous at times. So yeah, I'm gonna say normal, leaning oily skin type. So this is $8 wherever you can find it, and it's pretty much available everywhere now. So the e.l.f. website, obviously, Target, Walmart, Ulta, Amazon. And right out the gate, they came out with 36 shades, and the shade range looks amazing. It looks like it goes pretty light and pretty dark. Long-lasting satin finish foundation that delivers medium buildable coverage. Breathable formula, doesn't look or feel cakey. It's infused with 1% hydrating hibiscus complex plus pomegranate, blueberry, and goji berry extracts, and they say it's recommended for dry, oily, and combination skin. Yeah, here's what 22 light warm looks like, and I will say out of the two warm shades I bought, the yellow undertone in them is very strong. So all of my skin prep is done, and I will have an entire skincare and makeup breakdown in the description box below. But yeah, no primer as usual. I never use primers when I'm testing out foundations. I'm gonna start off on one side with my favorite stippling brush. This is the Beauty Junkie stippling brush from Amazon. Yes, it's dirty. I used it one time yesterday and I wiped off all the excess that I could. Beggars can't be choosers. So the first thing that I noticed about this foundation is that a little bit does not go a long way. So up here I'm gonna start off by stippling it so I get the best coverage, and I covered up this mostly. Something else I've seen in testing it is that it truly is a medium coverage. It says it's buildable, and it is in terms of it doesn't get cakey or look heavy or thick on the skin when you layer it. It's not necessarily buildable in terms of you're not going to get a super maximum full coverage with this. So here's what one light layer looks like. So that was about 2 squeezes. So that's a good amount for just one half of my face, in my opinion. Like I said, straight up, solid medium coverage. If you do want to build it up though and try to get more coverage, I always say let the first layer dry a little bit, because once it solidifies, it will layer on itself a lot better. That's just how it goes with this type of consistency and coverage of a foundation. The amount of glow and dewiness is going to depend on your base, and that goes for a lot of foundations, honestly. So my sunscreen was super glowy and dewy, so it's pulling a lot more dewy on my skin today. Alrighty, moving on to this side, I'm going to do it with a wet sponge. Squeezing out that much, I just want to show you so that you can see how much I go through. And I start down here wherever I have the most to cover up. Using a wet sponge with this formula, it waters it down and shears it out tremendously. So because I want a little more coverage, especially over my discoloration area, I'm gonna go into my stippling brush on this side and just squeeze out a little bit more and just stipple over that area to try to maximize the coverage as best as I can. And yeah, right out the gate, it's covering up that little blemish down here on my neck way better than the sponge. Time check, it is now 2:34. And as usual, whenever I'm testing out new foundations, I only put products that I trust on top of it, so I'll never test out a new bronzer, blush, concealer, or whatever. That way, if something goes downhill, we know it's a foundation. So yeah, all the products on top of the foundation will be ones that I know very, very well. Alrighty, full face is complete, so here's what everything is looking like, and I gotta say, it's a good makeup day. I did apply setting powder and setting spray because it is hot. I never apply powder to my cheek product area, so I just did my T-zone, under eyes, underneath my cheek products, and then also my neck, because my neck tends to get kind of wet feeling. But yeah, everything blended on top very, very well. Had no dragging issues where, you know, you lay your brush down and it just wants to get stuck right there. Like, I feel like the foundation, it doesn't have its own setting ability necessarily, but I don't feel like it stays super, super tacky. It does feel extremely lightweight on the skin. It does feel very natural to the touch. I mean, I don't really feel a whole lot. Granted, I did apply setting powder, but sometimes that doesn't really make a difference. There are some foundations that even with setting powder on top, they still feel wet and tacky and just very transferable, and this one doesn't really feel that way. Yeah, I'll come back later on tonight. We'll conclude the wear test. Alrighty, final checkout time. It is now 12:05 at night. Our check-in time was around 2:30, so we just passed the 9.5 hour mark, working our way to 10 hours. I gotta say, and I don't say this very much, you guys know I'm a very heavy critic, especially of foundations. I don't really have any complaints. With the exception of looking a tad bit shiny in my T-zone, I feel like that's pretty reasonable considering it was extremely hot today, very humid. I've been working outside. I was sweating. I gave myself a little ground beef facial while making chili tonight, so, you know, that was hitting me in the face. This is nothing to complain about in my opinion. I have no sinking or settling into lines or pores. I have no dry patches anywhere across my face, no separation, no cakiness. Best of all though, my cheek products are still going very strong. There is some fading obviously, but considering it's been almost 10 hours of a wear day and it's been as hot as it is, this is impressive. And keep in mind, I didn't use setting powder on top of my cheek product, so that could play a role in the amount of fading, because down here where I use setting powder and I have discoloration and hyperpigmentation, I have no fading. Probably should go without saying, but I won't be using this if and when I have major breakouts, like my skin is very acneic or textured, or just like I'm not having a good skin day and I need a lot of coverage. I just don't want to use half the tube to cover my entire face and then still not get full coverage. I mean, on a good skin day, this is damn near perfection. If you guys have tried the foundation, then please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, what your skin type is. Pretend that my comment section is Amazon or Ulta or somewhere where you leave reviews, okay? Leave me your rating. If you enjoy this video, you know what to do. Give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and turn the notification bell on to always see my stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.